How nice is it to see Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in tandem? The Troy Aikman, who's a pretty good analyst, said repeatedly, best 1-2 punch in the NFL. And you can build a lot with that.
Yeah, it's really not close at this point when it turns 1-2 punch, because you think of running backs, how they're supposed to complement each other, or at least you build a team in that theory where, one can be the bulldozer, one can be the speed guy and get you on the outside, whatever they say, sugar and spice or power and pop, any sort of cliche you want there. These are two really similar running backs in the fact that Nick Chubb is going to beat you down, run you downhill. There was a few runs last night where he gets touched 12 yards downfield, and then he carries players 6, 7, 8 yards further. I mean, his feet do not stop moving. And then Kareem Hunt comes in, and for anyone unfamiliar with Kareem Hunt, they may think, okay, he's going to come in, the Browns may be passing, he can catch the ball, did have a receiving touchdown. But it's the same type of running style. Kareem Hunt is just as downhill a back as Nick Chubb. He's just as powerful, just as fierce. Running into that man would be no fun. On the Browns' last meaningful drive there, Kareem Hunt's 11-yard touchdown, he ran specifically on the right side 3 times for 44 yards, gained nearly half his yards on that drive alone, a long run of 33 yards. And I remember him just celebrating in the end zone on that right side with, the limited fans at First Energy Stadium. But it just felt like such a moment for Kareem Hunt to come full circle, have a culminating moment like that and share it with, of course, a city and area in which he's from. So it's an understatement to say they're the best 1-2 punch in the league. These are two of probably the top 5 and definitely top 10 backs in the NFL.
When you look at that, doesn't that scream, let's just run people out? I mean, they want to bludgeon people running the football, and they've got 2 backs to do it. So you better get ready for 60 minutes of we're going to run at you, and we've got a guy in the backfield that can run you over or run by you.
Yeah, it's a really important advantage to have. Ask any quarterback. Sure, quarterbacks enjoy throwing touchdowns and getting big yards. That's always going to be the truth. But what a lot of them enjoy even more is just turning around, handing the football off, and dominating an opposing defense. There isn't a better feeling. Hand it off, watch your guys run forward for 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. Your night becomes pretty easy, and that's exactly what Baker Mayfield had. And in terms of what this means for the Browns going forward in the run game, teams aren't going to want to face this rushing attack. There's just no way around that. These linemen are big, and they're bruising you up. Andy Jonovich was effective in lead blocking last night. He's a focal point of this offense, leading in the holes like that. So linebackers are going to see him. And then once you get past the front and the fullback, now good luck tackling Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt. There's not a team on the schedule that wants to face the Browns' rushing attack, but that means this team needs to both have leads in games, and that allows them then to continue running the ball going forward. We saw what happens against a team like the Ravens, or even a team that, I'm just saying, gets a lead on the Browns, that play action becomes less effective. You can't run the ball as much. But as long as the Browns can play with a lead and stay committed to a run game, I wrote about it in the offseason, I don't see why the Browns shouldn't attempt to lead the league in rushing attempts. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb should both get 15 rushing attempts minimum a game. That was the formula last night, and I'm sure Kevin Stefanski wants to keep doing that going forward.